President Cyril Ramaphosa will deliver the keynote address at the Youth Employment Service 200,000 jobs milestone. Now, the initiative is the largest private sector funded youth employment program. And for more on this, we are now joined by SABC News reporter Nosipho, and she joins us now live from Gibbs. And Nosipho, thank you so much for your time. What can we expect from the President's address tonight?
A very good evening to you, Mbali, and to the viewers at home. Of course, we are expecting the President to deliver the keynote address at the Youth Employment Service, the event taking place today amid its milestone of reaching over 200,000 placements for young people. And it comes at a critical time, of course, as we see South Africa, our unemployment, although it's come down, still quite high at 31.9% as of the third quarter of this year. And so the Youth Employment Service, or YES, as it's better known, serving that cohort of that 15 to 24, as well as the 25 to about 34 age range, which remains the hardest hit when it comes to unemployment. But to talk to us about the significance then of today, ahead of the President's speech, I'm going to turn now to the CEO of YES, and that's Ravi Naidu. Ravi, thank you so much for your time this evening. As I mentioned, a milestone, a critical milestone that today's event comes at the backdrop of. Talk to us about the significance of that to us.
Right. Well, the Youth Employment Service is a public-private partnership. So it's where the government is working with the private sector to have an impact on long-term growth and transformation. So YES has reached quite a significant milestone. It's now become the largest private sector funded internship program in the world. And this is part of that. So it's been growing at 30% a year for the last few years since 2021. And the people who come to the program, because they're working in companies, they are going on to become entrepreneurs and young professionals and so on. So it's a very important part of building an economic engine in the country that can drive growth, inclusive growth and transformation. So that's the significance. We're trying to now, so it's being recognized as that, and looking at how we can get more companies to participate and increase the scale of the program given the challenges the country faces.
Certainly. So looking then at what would be a success then for this initiative, maybe in your words, could you define that for us?
So what we want to see is how many people come through the program and go on to do good things. So today we'll be hearing about people who started maybe 3-4 years ago are now running digital and ICT businesses that are training thousands of other people themselves. So it's very catalytic. People who started a few years ago, now they are drone pilots, making mining companies more efficient, making sure that people can come and do recording of films and all kinds of things. So we're looking at how many thousands of people every year will come through that do catalytic things. And at the moment, it's 205,000 people, and we would love to see that number double and triple over the next few years. But also, where do they go? It's not just the number of people, it's how catalytic they are. And every time a person gets a job through the program, and let's say they've come from a TVET college or university, the country is now getting return on that investment in their training. So it's really that, and of course we want to see the extent of the partnerships. The private companies, the training providers, the government, a whole lot of youth organizations, how we can all work together to create a sort of employment pathway and a pipeline that can really be impactful for the country.
Fantastic. We'll leave it there. Thank you so much, Ravi.
A pleasure. Thanks so much.
All right. That was Ravi Naidu there, the CEO then of the YES program, the Youth Employment Service now. And of course, we are waiting then for the President to give us that keynote address amid the milestone which this program has recently reached. But for now, Mbali, it's back to you in studio.
All right, Nosipho, thank you so much for that update. And as you heard there from our reporter, we'll certainly then bring you that address from the President tonight later on.